Hello, my lovely stitchy friends. It's me, D-Stitcher, here with you for another floss tube update. Today is the 10th of March, and I know that I am late with my WIP update, but I haven't had time to do anything until right now. So I'm here to give you my February WIP update and to let you know what I've been up to for February. I had 2 new starts in February. One, did I? No. I had 1 new start because I do believe that I started the Quaker flag in January. Yes, pardon that correction. I had 1 new start this month, and it was for the Chinese New Year. I will be showing you that. I also competed in Colette's, the Highway Stitchers, February, full coverage February. So all I stitched on in February was full coverage, except for on the Sundays when I was stitching on my 101 alphabet. So I will get started. I'll show you my focus piece, which is Howling from Tilton Crafts. Just a second here, I've got to get it out. All right, in January, at the end of January, pardon me, it was at 62.52%. And at the beginning of February, I'm just looking at my calendar here. I have all my ratings in it. Okay, so by February 13th, I had reached 64.8%. I am now, because it is March 10th, let me just tell you what I'm at right now for March. So for February, I was at 64.7, then I put it away and I worked on the rest of my full coverages after the 13th of February. I am now, it's only March 10th, and I am at 65.51%. So in the past 10 days, I've stitched 1%. And I still have another 1% to go to get, because my goal is to do 2% a month. And then I put it away and I work on other pieces. So this is what it looks like at 65.51%. I can put a picture of what it looked like the last time I took a picture of it, which was, I'll give you a end of January picture because that's the last time you've seen it, just to see the difference. I am working on filling in, there's still a bunch of missing stitches in here, a bunch of confetti stitches in here. I fill them in when I feel confetti stitching is necessary. In the meantime, I'm trying to fill in here and this here. I'm just trying to do a lot of the big gap fill-ins. That's what I'm trying to do right now, and get those big stitch counts. So that is Howling. Sorry, you're going to hear kittens running. Me and my kittens. So then I worked on Psychedelic Dreams, which is, I'm showing the mock-up rather than showing you the pictures. Me editing. Oopsies, not that one. Okay, view mock-up. Here is Psychedelic Dreams. I'm only stitching on 939 right now. Let me just tell you the stats of it. At the end of January, I was at 1.28%, and I am now at 2.24%. I'm only stitching on the 939 like I said, and that's all that I've stitched on. And so far I have 2,689 stitches completed on a total of 120,000 stitches. And I still have, for 939, I still have 12,968 stitches left to go of 939. So this is what I have so far. That is 2.24% of the project. I'm curious to see what, once I get 939 completed, I'm curious to see how big of a percentage that will be. But that won't be for a long time. Yeah, because this is not a focus piece, I do, it's on 14 count, sorry, I'm not even giving you the count. This is on 22 count, 2 over 1 full cross, and this is on 14 count, 2 over 1 full cross, and I am using CXC thread for this. I am enjoying using the CXC. I like how fluffy it is. I like that, considering that it is 14 count. I'm just going to give you a close-up here. See, that is, you can see some of the gaps because it is 14 count, but it's not too bad. It's livable. And from far back, you can't tell. And I'm hoping that once I wash it, then there'll be some shrinkage. So it's not too bad. So this is CXC thread. And yeah, I'm actually really enjoying working on this. Surprisingly, I'm enjoying working on this 14 count. I haven't worked on 14 count in years, since I first started stitching, like when I was like new. So that's Psychedelic Dreams. Yeah. Okay, and then I worked on, let me find my calendar and find out where I am. Seahorse. Seahorse is by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is done on 18 count. Look up. This is what it will look like when it is finished. I am also color completing this one, but this one, it is working a thread 762, and this is the one that's difficult to see because it's like a light gray. It's like this color here, and it's on a seafoam green fabric. So February, at the end of January, I was at 6.57%, and I am now at 7.45%. I got thread everywhere. Okay, so this will be difficult to see, but I'll show it to you anyway. So this is what I have done so far. There's and over here, you can see the ears here, and then the horse is facing this way, I believe. Or maybe that's the mane. I think that's the mane, and he's looking this way, and this is water splashing up. So right now I have 7,045 stitches completed in color 762. And I still have another 4,000 and 61 stitches left to go before I can go on to the next color. I am actually, this is the first year, I don't know how long I've been doing this color completing thing. I think this was the first project that I decided to try it on, and I liked it. And so then all the full coverage projects that have started since then have been color completed. Will I stay that way? It's just a mood, right? It's just a mood and how you feel, and that's what I'm feeling right now. So that is Seahorse. And then I went to, I think I only worked on 4 or 5 full coverage projects for this full coverage February. When was? Okay, and then I'm going to say, then I started my new start, which was for the Year of the Dragon. On the 11th of February, it was the Chinese New Year, and then it became Year of the Dragon. And I am born Year of the Dragon. So I thought that it was neat that I could start a dragon project on the Year of the Dragon, which is what I am. And let me get to show you. I am working on a piece from Stitches So Beautiful. That's who the charter is. And it's called Protector of the Fae. I will show you a mock-up. This is the mock-up of what I am doing. It's what it's going to look like when it's done. I took a vote in my family. I have many dragon patterns, and I asked them which one I should start, and that's the one that they chose. So I am at 2.07%, and this one again, I am in a 939 world, because this project also is finish. Well, I don't know if I'm going to finish. No, I'm not going to color complete 939, but I'll just, because it's zoomed back, I'll just show it to you on Pattern Keeper. See all of this? This is all 939. All of this. That's all 939. So I plan to complete all of the green that is facing, like that is sort of surrounding the dragon. And then you see how there's some green in here. Well, I'm not going to do that green. I'll wait until I get into the nitty-gritty. But for now, I want to complete all of this 939 before I get into the actual dragon. Oops, what did I press? Oh, I pressed the next one. Anyway. So I'm going to complete all of that. And I don't know how long that's going to take, because that's a huge chunk. I think if I omitted this little green sprinkles that are in the dragon, that's probably only a couple hundred stitches. And so I completed 2,507 stitches out of 121,121. And I still have 20,547 stitches left of 939. So if you omitted, say 200, 300 stitches, it's still, even 500, I still have 20,000 stitches left. I'm going to say that's probably 20,000 worth of stitching. Is that going to get done this year? Heck no. But that is my start. I can say I started it on the Chinese New Year, Year of the Dragon. How long it will take, that's a whole other story. And this is done on 18 count. It's done on 18 count, and I am using my DMC for this one because it's 18 count. I probably will eventually move to all CXC thread, to be honest with you. But right now I still have a lot of DMC that I I can use. Have I shown you 4 projects? I think so. I'm sorry for having to look down. I did work at home in the mountains, but it's not worth showing. I probably stitched 100 stitches on it. Home in the Mountain is the one like of the Rivendell. And I didn't work on it very much because it was a day that I just didn't get a lot of stitching done on it. Just trying to show you the mock-up. So this is the Home in the Mountains. Yeah, I don't even have the percentage on here. I'll just tell you now what the percentage is that I'm at. I am at only 0.48%. So if I zoom back of how big this project is, look at how big this project is. And I've only done this little itty bitty bit right there. Oh my goodness, it's so tiny. I've only done 1,680 stitches out of 346,500. It's going to be a tough one to complete, but so then that's my full coverages. That's what I focused on for February. But I did work on, according to my calendar, I have my double Dutch sampler. So I did work on my double Dutch sampler. I do want to work on this every month because I would like this to be a finish for 2024. And I do believe I will get that done. So what I did is I went down, I think I had this done last time you've seen it. I went down over here and I did that. So now it's framed, so now I can fill in. I still have to work on it this month. Once I'm done my 1% on my howling, then I can move to the other projects. And this is one I will be moving to. Then I can complete a couple of motifs that are in here. And that will be good. Another project that I'd worked on, whoops, dropped my threads, was on February 15th. It was Flag Day. And so, in case you're not knowing, I'm participating in the Quaker Tile flag sale, and I am from Canada, so I am doing the Canada flag. I have also bought the German flag because I am half German, so I do have the German flag as well, and I will complete that at a later time. But right now, I am working on, which way is it going? Oh, it's going this way. Okay. I am working on the Canada flag, and this is where I'm at. It is a pattern keeper, I can tell you. So at the end of February, because I started it on the 25th with the Australians. Is it their Australian day? I don't know. I was at 2.39% at the end of February anyway. And now I am at 4.31%. So I have hit the end of the first band of the Canada flag. So then it will go gray with a maple leaf in the middle. We all know what Canada flag looks like, or at least I hope we do. So this is how big the first red band is going to be. And I'll just give you a close-up of, this is stitched on 28 count, 1/1 full cross. So this is 28 count. I'll give you a close-up. My friend Pam is using, she started it as well. I think she started it before I did, actually. And she changed the red color to 321, and I did the same. So I'm using color 321 rather than 817. So that's what I'm using. And then 939 is the border, the dark border that's going around there. And then the gray will be 762. I haven't stitched this yet. I haven't worked on this color yet, but that's the colors. Yeah, so that's the Quaker. It's the Quaker flag. I do really enjoy working on this when I work on it. I will be working on it again this month. I am hoping that this week I will finish my 1% on the howling that I have left. And then I can focus on other projects. I'll put this in here too. Me and my lovely project bag. Actually, I have it in here, and then I have it in this bag, which I got from, I believe I got this bag from Stitch North when I bought from Textured Treasures. Oh, I have to get that project too. I bought a couple of kits from Textured Treasures, which were vendors at Stitch North, and they put it in this bag. So I'm using it as a project bag because I don't buy project bags. I'm not going to waste. And you know, in Canada, project bags cost $50 a pop. I'm sorry, but I'm an EA and I don't have $50 to spend on a project bag. Sorry, project bag makers. I just don't got the money. So I make do with what I got. Okay, and then I'm going to pause the video because I got to go get Celtic Mosaic because I worked on that too. Okay, so I have Celtic Mosaic, which I bought this at Stitch North when I went last year. This is what it will look like. Oh, for those of you that saw it. Oh, wasn't it stunning? You should see this in real life. Oh my goodness. So beautiful. Anyway, I have finished, besides the specialty stitches which go in the middle. They go in the blank spots in here. I did all the cross stitching in the middle section. So now all I have left to do is this outer bit here, which I will do. I'll start on it this month, and then I will work on it next month. Next month is actually Stitch North again, and I will be going again. So I will be bringing this, and if it's not finished, I'll be working on it when I'm there. I doubt it will be finished. I'm just not. There's so many other things to do that I can't just focus on that. But I do want it almost finished, so maybe I can finish it there. I will have, Friday, Saturday, 2 full days of stitching to work on it. And then lastly, I worked on my 101 alphabets. I work on this piece every Sunday. It is Sunday right now. I was going to work on it, and then I thought, you know what? The 2 older ones are in their room, being teenagers. My youngest one went with my husband to go get water because we live out in the country and we have to haul our own water because we have a cistern. So my husband's gone to get water with my youngest daughter. So the house is quiet. So rather than working on this, I decided to make a video. But I'll be working on this as soon as we're done here. So I can pull this out and not put it away. So this is what I worked on so far this February, and I think I worked on it one day in March. So I finished this page, and then I went, look at this black cat, isn't that cute? Tiny alphabet. This is worked on 32 count, 2 over 2, with called for threads, except for you'll see that there's some areas where I used a variegated thread, and I believe it's Fiberlicious. I believe it's, where is it? Fiberlicious thread. Yes, it's Fiberlicious. It's called Opal Galaxy. And so I'm putting that color throughout the piece. It's beautiful, and it fits in beautifully with the colors that are called for in the chart. I am over 50%. So it's coming along. It's coming along. So I'm just going to pull that up and just sort of fold it up. I'm not really going to fold it because I got to work on it. It's kind of haphazardly folded up. I'm going to go work on it when I'm done. So that's it. That's all that I worked on. Oh yeah, that's all I worked on. I'll show you cliffside tiles next time. That's it. This month I'm focusing on Howling, I'm focusing on Celtic Mosaic, I'm focusing on my 101 alphabet on Sundays, my double Dutch sampler I'll work on probably for 5 days, and then my other full coverage is a Seahorse, Psychedelic Dreams, and Protector of the Fae, and then of course I have my cliffside tiles, my Quaker flag, and then I want to get back to my Alice in Wonderland. So I'll show you that next time. Hopefully I'll have an Alice in Wonderland part completed. And that's it. I'll show you my calendar. It's going to be full with school stuff too because I'm going to university. It's going to have work stuff on it because I work, and then it's going to have stitching stuff on it. So it's just a basic everything calendar. It's not just for stitching, but I love stickers. So I have my full calendar here. It's got all my projects that are due for university. And then it has parent-teacher interview. And then we start spring break right here on the 28th. And then, of course, there is enough room every day to write your what you're going to do each day. So each day so far, as you can see, this is from the 4th. I had choir. I didn't stitch that day because I had choir. And then I worked on the Howling at a staff meeting. And Howling again. And this is my schoolwork that I have to complete. When I complete it, I check it off. And see, it's all Howling. I've just been consistently working on Howling. And today, yesterday I worked on Psychedelic Dreams. And today is Sunday. I will work on my 101 alphabet. Did you know that on March the 17th will be the Howling's 10th anniversary? Yeah, that this project is going to be 10 years old on the 17th. And will it be done this year? No, because I'm only doing 2% a month. So I will only be at maybe 75–80% by the end of the year. So hopefully in 2025 I'll have it complete. However long it takes to get 2% done, because that's about all I can devote to it, which equates to about 3,000 stitches, give or take. So 1% would be 1,475 stitches, and so say 1,500. So 2% would be 3,000, just a little bit under. So it's good enough for 1 month. But that's it for me, guys. I am busy at school and busy at work, and spring is coming. Today is spring forward for those of you who do time change. Spring forward today, so we'll have more daylight this evening, and I will just keep stitching and getting done what I can get done. I hope you are all well. I hope you are all healthy. I would like to thank you all for joining me today and for continuing to come back and watch my videos. If you're new here, hi, welcome to my channel. I hope that you stick around and join me in my shenanigans as I stitch all sorts of things. But take care, happy stitching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, guys.